Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody, and happy spring. So here's a little background information. This is George. He's an eastern fox snake that just exited brumation. And just before I turned the camera on, I actually just hand-fed him a little fuzzy mouse and then placed 4 others, and actually I think these are fuzzy mice and rat pinks, 4 others around his cage, and so he's looking for them. You can see 3 there and then 1 up on the branch. And I just had to record this because it was amazing. He took the first one out of my fingers. He's the most amazing gentle snake, and if you don't believe me, wait till the end. But just I wanted to show you guys a nest raid and just show you how quick it goes for a snake and how slow it is for other animals. But here he goes. He selected the first one, and I thought he was going to get 2 at a time, but we'll just watch him eat these. And this was so cool just to see him just slowly chomping down on this food. And he's looking at me the whole time because I think because normally I hand feed him. So I think he's waiting for the next one to come. But he's not so stupid. He figures out that there's more here. And right away he goes in for the second one. Or I guess at this point it's the third one because he did eat one, like I said, just before I got on camera, and that's what prompted me to film. I was like, holy cow, he usually is very, very, very slow. He'll do this sort of thing like he's doing right now and smell it, but it'll last 20 minutes sometimes. So I can't always sit there and film and watch it, but this time he smelled it for about a second and then just opened his mouth and started taking it just like this. And I love this one because you could see they don't constrict when prey is this small, and he has a little bit issue getting it down. He's kind of taking it down sideways, but he's gonna, because of his ability to move his head, which is called craniokinesis, he moves the bones in his head, aka the skull, he could get these down no problem. So even sideways, he rotated it around with his jaws, also part of the craniokinesis. They have very mobile jaws, and then they kind of use that like their arms and hands since they don't have any. And there he just sort of rotated it around and swallowed that one down, and he's gonna find that third one here in just a moment. So we'll watch the prey wiggle down his body, which is just so neat to see. And the cool thing about this eastern fox snake is that long striping on him right there. I've talked about him a little bit in another video, but that's not a normal pattern. So excited to see if that's an inheritable trait, because we don't have any morphs in the eastern fox snake trade that look like that. Here he goes, butt first for the third one. Chomp, 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 chomp. Sorry. And excuse the vertical format. I didn't think I would be posting this to YouTube, but it was just so enjoyable. I thought I'd do a voiceover and share it with you guys. So deal with it. And this is the point where he gets a little confused, and part of that is by design on my part, so I wanted to kind of engage him critically. So he spent all morning basking, which made me think that he wanted food, right? Because when they come out of brumation, he needs time to adjust and get his gut bacteria up and just get his body back into the swing of things. And it's not like a person that doesn't happen in an hour or so. It takes some time. So I gave him a full week out of brumation, which is still pretty quick, but he's a fox snake and he does things pretty quick. So no surprise, he was ready to go after a week. And so he spent all morning basking directly under his heat lamp, and I assumed he was ready to go at that point. I knew he'd been doing that for a few days, but then he went and hid in his hide, which usually means he's going to go to sleep. And so to wake him up, I dumped some of the water that the mice were thawing in all over his cage, and that's what he's exploring now. So all the wet water marks you see on the cage, those all smell like mice. So he's got a lot of competing smells to work with here. So that's why he looks like he can't find it exactly, because he's exploring everything. Now in the wild, they go into a nest. All the pinkies are going to be right there in one spot. But even still, it can take them time to go in there and do their work. See, here he goes. I told you he's trained to look at me. He sees me as food. So some cages get conditioned to the cage door opening. He's conditioned to me. This is interesting what happens here, because I heard like a popping sound. And I was like, what is that? And there he is, showing off the hemipenes. It's pretty gross. Sorry you guys had to see that, but George wanted to share it, so I figured if he wants to show you, I'm going to show you. It's not up to me. Now, while I have no doubt that he would have found it on his own, I wanted to end this video, so I grabbed the little fuzzy mouse and just handed it to him. And look at this guy. Come on, how gentle is that? Tell me you guys would do that with your pet retic or boa constrictor. I don't think so. Man, he loved it. Anyways, he's going to be basking for the afternoon now, too, now that he's got those off. I don't know. He's still currently at this moment patrolling his cage, hoping that the smell he smells is still more food. But at that point, he's going to rest for the rest of the day. And so am I. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to bringing you more content soon.